impressed me the most was the well-roundedness of the program. It not only was there a cleanse, but it was the physical part of it with exercise and walking and everything that we did, and the spiritual part of it, which I think the first day that we came, when we were all sitting at the table, you said, well, this now is going to be church.
The property was just beautiful. It's just absolutely gorgeous, you know, from the live trees, the live fruit trees, the gardens, you know, the live herb plants being grown, just the smell, the whole energy was just totally different. It was so peaceful. I'd never seen anything like it.
Sometimes big important milestones come into our lives and God leads us in different directions and sends us through places that are going to change our lives forever. And I think this has been one of those places.
With the cancer, I knew a cleanse, and the holistic oncologist said it was good. And up until about 2 days before, I said, I give it to you, to that late doctor. I said, should I go or not? And she read your program, and the more she read, she was skeptical. And the more she read, you have to go.
Everyone's hearts that work here are so open and giving and loving and trusting, and the place is safe, and it was important to me to be someplace where I felt safe. When you look around and you walk through the garden and you go swimming in the swimming pool, and every day when you sit around the table and you talk about scriptures and you talk about eating right and you talk about enemas, which I didn't know we were going to do enemas. All the drinks that we had, I never was hungry once. I mean, I was resigned to coming, but I really didn't know how it was going to be, and I never once was hungry here. I have never eaten so much raw food in my whole life, and in these 10 days, all I've eaten is raw foods, and I can't believe how fantastic raw food tastes.
And through this program, after the cleanse, you go through the recharging the body. It's something new to me. It's a concept that I can hardly grasp today, while I've actually see how Danny carefully designed it and tested it for himself. I am here witnessing that it made a change for my life.
The way the program has worked for me was in a way that I really didn't expect. The cold sheet treatment, I came to the realization that I was harboring some resentment. But God gave me the spirit of forgiveness, and I praise Him for that, because I had done some soul searching prior to the sheets, and I was reluctant to go to the sheet room, you know. But such peace, and I slept like a big baby.
When we first drove up and meeting everybody, I think the first thing that hit me, it was as if I was in Donna Reed or Leave It to Beaver, one of those old shows where there's really love. There wasn't yelling, and people really cared.
Being able to listen to your talks every morning and know that health and healing go hand in hand with God's plan for us. It's very important as a medical student to have that in mind always. And I've got a long road ahead of me, but having this foundation and this base and the natural healing and God's nature, knowing that this is primary and this is number one.
Whether it's out by the pool or in the jacuzzi or the saunas every day, all of it just is, it's a lot about de-stressing, and that's a big part of, as we learned, what disease comes from is stress, and everyone has it. And so to be able to come and de-stress was definitely something that I needed, and I'm sure everyone else would too.
I wrote down 6 goals that I wanted to accomplish before I got here. And it was in a notebook, and this morning, the 9th day after being here, the 9th day I happened to look in the notebook, and every one of those goals were accomplished. From weight loss to blood pressure just dropping, to getting clarity, to becoming closer in my spiritual life, my spiritual walk with the Lord.
Danny has an incredible insight how a body can be rebuilt, can be strengthened, and he's also very careful how to plan also your maintenance program, which will allow you to carry on, because this is as a new beginning for me and for most of us here at BellaVita. It will enable you also to carry on and to succeed and win in this new way of life.
I had checked into another program, you know, to get more information, but I hadn't actually been there. I had just been for a day treatment here and there. And there was something missing. It was the detox part. And everything else seemed to be pretty good, but this was just, the whole body works was just wonderful.
I thought to myself before coming here that I just wanted to see miracles happen, and I've seen miracles happen in everybody's faces. I see everybody's face brighter than the day they came.
There is not another Danny in the world that has the health and the scriptural knowledge combined. The highlight for me was sharing the Sabbath. See, I could cry on that one. That meant a lot. Just the reverence in the house, the singing, the togetherness. I felt like in my whole life, there's a world I want to live in that's been missing. I cried. I didn't want to come. I'm probably going to cry. I don't want to go home.
I can't tell you how different I feel now, 9 days later. It's a miracle. I feel like things are going to be okay now. They're going to be okay. And I'm happy. I'm happy again. It's been a while since I've been happy like that.
So for anyone that's maybe watching this recording, I would encourage you to just, never give up on your hopes and your dreams. That applies to every woman, every man. In times of trials, you must always believe that you can. And if you fall, know again you can rise. When you feel weak, just focus on your prize. So by faith, keep walking towards your goal. By faith, keep talking from the depths of your soul. BellaVita is put here for people like you and me. Get enrolled, trust it, and over time you'll see. Just don't take your hand from the plow, turn back as a sin, because I'm going to follow this program until I win. I ask God, just give me one more chance before I die, and I'll spread my wings, and I'll learn to fly. And we got Cameron, we got Daniel, Mia, and Taya. They're holding up their end. So we follow the teachings that Danny gives us, and I know that you'll win. So just keep working hard, keep doing what's right, and let's work our plan until our plan takes flight. I made a commitment to show up every day and to grow up, and then the world will see the power of living God in BellaVita is alive in me. This is my goal and my conviction, and these are things I must defend. So I'm going to work my plan until I win.